All right. All right, you rolling?
I am.
All right, why don't you introduce yourself to us?
Sure. So you talk to him?
You look at me.
Yeah, my name is Rich Lee.
Oh, hold on.
Biohacker.
One more time.
My name is Rich Lee. I'm a grinder and a biohacker. I've been doing this since maybe 2011 or so. No, it was earlier than that. I've been doing this since 2010.
And what got you into it?
Honestly, it's kind of like an act of rebellion against a lot of unfulfilled promises that futurism has made. Right, like futurism has told us that we're going to be in flying cars or jetpacks, stuff like that. That our lifespans would be, maybe living to be 200 years old by now, and things like that. There are a lot of promises made that are just completely unfulfilled. And at some point, I just decided I'm just going to get my hands dirty, get involved in that. Before that, I was in business and finance, so it's something that I've completely learned myself since making that decision to just get in and do it. I've been biohacking ever since.
So tell me about finance. Like, what kind of finance were you in?
I do like a lot of options tradings, things like that. Mostly just for myself, mostly. So also futures, things like that.
So you were a trader and spent most of your time doing that, and then you decided this became like more and more important to you as...
Yeah, well, I did trading, I did investment in real estate, and both those markets kind of, really went south at some point, but I worked overseas in Hong Kong, lived there for a few years, opening up businesses for US and Australian companies that were trying to break into the Chinese markets. But yeah, in the back of my mind I always thought, if I get up enough money, I'm just going to be able to go out and buy, save up a lot of money and just buy these things when they become available in the future. And I really looked at my odds and I said, okay, well, how realistic is this? Am I just going to be able to go into a shop and just buy some cybernetic implant in the future and things like that? And I kind of analyzed it and I just said no. Right now it's the culture, medical culture, it's kind of doesn't want to deal with things that are not. They don't want to deal with things that are not medical issues, right? They don't want to deal with elective brain implants and things like that, and that's the kind of stuff that I wanted. So anyway, I came to the realization that I'm going to have to do these things myself.
Were any of the skills transferable from your financial background and what you're doing as a biohacker?
Any of the what?
Were any of the skills transferable? Was there anything that...
Sure, yeah, well, I think management and things like that were valuable skills. I've definitely used skills from my previous life in this. We were one example is this brain implant. Right? There's a deep brain stimulator. If you were just to go into the hospital, you get this procedure done, it'd probably set you back $90,000, maybe $40,000 for the device or something, and $50,000 for the procedure. It'd just be ridiculous for somebody in the U.S. to go in and try to get something like that done collectively. So I was brainstorming, and I was like, okay, break it down, costs and everything on different things, and determine that the actual implant could be made for around $10. And if we were to go overseas and just get a bunch of people together, I got to just hire a surgeon for a year to do these implants. And in the end, it set everyone back about $1,000 a pop. But so anyway, I figured out a way to basically take it down from $90,000 procedure down to about $1,000. So.
And did you actually do that? Did the people go and get implants?
No, not yet. So it was like a theoretical thing. It's like, okay. The point of that was that I didn't want people to limit their imagination or their ideas, because if you talk about things like brain implants, that's pretty far out there. That's not very realistic for a lot of people, mostly because of the cost. But there's some amazing upside of being able to flip a switch and no longer feel pain, or hit a switch and no longer feel sorrow. That's pretty transcendent. It's to me that's that's definitely got a benefit. So I didn't want people to limit their imaginations, and so I just was kind of like showing, hey, here's a possibility. You know, here's something that is probably affordable if you know, we pull together and you know, hire a surgeon outside of the US. So,
And do you think that's something you may pursue in the future? Some of these type of
absolutely. So right now I'm actually in talks with some neurosurgeons in Europe, and we're going to explore the possibility of elective brain implantation.
For what purpose? For the brain? What these implant will do to the brain? And you can still continue.
Okay, so basically a deep brain stimulator is a small electrode that goes in the brain somewhere, and it stimulates nerves in that area. And so basically, since so many things are controlled by the brain, you know, if I wanted to, okay, deep brain stimulators are used in Parkinson's disease to treat that, or Tourette syndrome, so that people don't have tremors and twitches, things like that. Used in a lot of different things. So basically, if you put the electrode in one spot, you know, it's going to stop tremors from Parkinson's disease. If you put it in another spot, it's going to enhance your memory. If you put it in another spot, you know, you can make somebody smell bacon. Or another spot, it's going to make somebody, you know, be fearless. So there's one spot that will cause it so that if stimulated, it'll mute pain. So if you're a person who's in pain, you know, you could have that completely muted. And everybody experiences pain throughout, you know, I stub my toe or something like that. I'd love to have a button just to go, yeah, all right, I'm fixed. You know, it's no big deal, but there goes pain. Sorrow, so it's used to treat depression, things like that, but basically somebody can hit a button and improve their attitude, you know, and feel happy. So, I mean, if somebody was able to just like improve, you know, their happiness by like say 20%, right? That could have a huge impact on their life. You know, they'd be and on their relationships. So.
But what are you working specifically on this? Do you have a specialty on these brain implants?
What's the question?
Do you have a special? Do you work on something specific about brain implants? Like, do you work on Parkinson? Do you work on sorrow? Do you have? Because you said you work on brain implants, right?
Well, I don't work on them specifically. Like, I mean, I'm not a neurologist, but I know the technology that's out there. I know it's available and what the possibilities are. So I don't create the implants necessarily myself, although I could. Like I say, $10.
what implants do you have?
So let's see. I've got a magnet in my finger. That was my first one.
Okay, and as you give us each implant, tell us why.
Okay. Let me pull out my magnets too. So it's kind of a, I don't know,
Parlor trick?
a little parlor tricks. Yeah. Got a stack of them in here somewhere.
So I'm gonna cut.